Huge profits rumbled off China's assembly lines last month. Industrial profits jumped by nearly 25% in April compared to a year earlier, the biggest rise since November 2023. Computing and electronic equipment makers were among the big winners. Earnings in that sector more than doubled in the first 4 months of the year compared to the same period in 2024. But it wasn't all good news. Car makers saw their profits fall nearly 17% in the same 4-month period compared to a year earlier. Well, Marc Ostwald is Chief Economist and Global Strategist at ADM Investor Services International. Great to see you again, Marc. So are we seeing a real turnaround in China's industrial economy here, or are higher prices partly flattering the numbers?
I don't think it's necessarily higher prices. I think when, perhaps for the mining sector, which saw profits grow 28%, that would definitely be a contribution. And when we contrast that with the steel sector, which saw profits drop 51%, prices would definitely have played a role in that. But I think it's really more a reflection of the way that the world's going. And so what we're getting is basically K-shaped economies wherever one looks, whereby the AI-related demand powers obviously big profits in things like mining and electronics, but the underlying weakness in consumer demand continues to see profits fall in sectors like textiles, and indeed, perhaps the agri-food is also price-driven, but it is really a function of where the global economy is going as much as anything else.
So are you saying that the picture across the wider industrial sector is actually quite uneven, notwithstanding those gains that seem concentrated in tech and electronics and mining?
Yes, it is. It's very diverse. I mean, steel and mining, it's steel and iron, it's not surprising. There have been curbs on output there, largely because demand is simply not what it used to be. In no small part because the property sector continues to be something of a millstone round the Chinese economy's neck, and that steel is obviously very dependent on construction, whether it's residential or commercial.
So you've mentioned the property sector there, still a bit of a drag. So what's driving the upward momentum, though? Is it stronger demand in the sectors we talked about? Is it the policy support or the shift to higher-end manufacturing?
It's definitely the shift to higher-end manufacturing is definitely playing a role. One would have to add that in the case of semiconductors within that electronic sector, basically, 512 gigabyte memory chips basically gone from ranging in a price of 2 to 4 to now establishing a range in the sort of 18 to 21 area. So that contributes obviously a lot to profit margins. So it is demand which is driving those prices up and in turn also helping to improve profits.
Marc Ostwald at ADM Investor Services International, thank you.